Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias. Well, it seems like a lot of stuff is coming back in stock at SMKW. One of the knives that came back in stock is one of the Rough Ryder Reserve knives that I have been looking for quite some time now. And this is the RR 050 Fat Bottom Doctor's Knife. And I like the way they package the Rough Ryder Reserves. The thing I like most about the packaging is that they wrap the knife in a nice waxed paper, and I wish they would do this with all of the Rough Ryder knives. The other packaging is nice, but the paper is really the thing that I like the best about it. Got way too many tubes already. The cleaning cloth is a nice touch too, but really what we're buying is a knife, so this helps protect the knife when you're storing it. I guess the tin does too, and it is nice to have a cleaning cloth, but I got a feeling a lot of people have cleaning cloths now. I've got enough of these now that I think I'll be throwing them into giveaways and stuff just so that a person can have a cleaning cloth. But in any case, let's talk about the knife, because this is really a cool doctor's knife. And I don't collect a lot of doctor's knives, but I saw this one and it's like, man, I want that knife. I like the name of it and everything else, the Fat Bottom Doctor's Knife. And unlike another doctor's knife that was not called a Fat Bottom Doctor's Knife, this one has a proper fat bottom. So this is the Reserve Black knife, which came in even more exorbitant packaging than the tube here, and it looks skinny. I mean, compared to the fat bottom here, right? Until you turn it sideways, because of with the two blades and everything. See how wide that bottom is. Notice that. So the dimensions on the bottom of this are about the same, but they're just turned kind of 90 degrees. And that makes all the difference in the world when you're carrying a knife in the pocket. Now this one also has two blades. If it did not have two blades, it would not be nearly as wide as it is right now. This one is also running on washers. I don't know if this one's running on a washer or not, but I suspect it might have an internal washer in there. A lot of the Rough Ryder Reserve knives have washers. Now, if you look closely here, you will notice that there is a gap along the spring and the liner here. There's not much of a gap between the bone. That's really what is more important to me. But yeah, there is actually a gap there between the spring and the liner. And you can actually see a little bit of light. If you hold it up to like a light bulb, you'll be able to see a little bit of light shine through that gap. If that's a major problem for you on a knife that costs 25 bucks, well, now you know about it. I don't know what to tell you. But all in all, I mean, nicely pinned. You do have the brass liners. You have the wonderful bolsters going on here. And you got the double ring up on top, and then you've got the embossing going on down here. And if you look very closely under the embossing, see where it says Rough Ryder? Got Rough Ryder right underneath there. And that is repeated on both sides of the knife. And that is really a nice touch. I really like the way they did that. The bomb shield is really nicely put in there. It is glued. It is not pinned in place. Mine had some glue residue around the bomb here that was making the bone dull around this area. So what I did is I hit the, put a little case paste right by the shield, grabbed a old t-shirt, and I just rubbed and polished until the glue went away. And what I ended up with is some of the smoothest black bone, and it is a really deep, shiny black bone. Look at how the light reflects off of that on both sides. It is just really, the bone is more of a fingerprint magnet than the blade. Just let me put it that way. more of a fingerprint magnet than even the bolsters down here. These are nickel silver bolsters. It's a nickel silver shield, nickel silver pins. We already talked a little bit about that flat bottom there, or the fat bottom. This is my Parker Frost, and if you noticed, this is another single blade doctor's knife I have. This one has a proper pill buster bottom. This is probably my favorite. This is probably my second favorite now. You can also see a little bit of difference in length. This one is 3 3/4 inches. The Parker is 3 3/4 inches. This is 3 7/8 inches, so it's a little bit longer than the Parker. Bottom-wise, though, they're almost identical. The Rough Ryder is slightly larger, ever so slightly, maybe, half a millimeter or so. And it is also ever so slightly wider than the Parker Frost one. Blade length, though, makes a big difference. Here's the blade on the Parker Frost. Here it is on the Rough Ryder. And you can see it's a slimmer blade and a longer blade by quite a distance. Well, not by too much when you get it all out there. But cutting edge is much longer on the Rough Ryder than on the Parker Frost. So that's pretty cool. I do like it. See, that's the difference in cutting edge. Almost 3/8 of an inch or so. So much difference on the cutting edge. Now, the blade overall length is a little bit over 3 inches, probably about 3 1/8 of an inch. And then the cutting edge on this is about 2 7/8 of an inch. It does have a sharpening choil on there for the folks who really like that. You got the long pole going on. You got the swedge, all features that you find on the Rough Ryder Reserve knives, as well as the half stop, and nice drop on there. This has a little bit of a pull on it right now, probably about a 5 or a 6. I can feel that I need to oil it to get it for the action to improve a little bit on there. I have not done that yet because the knife is brand new and everything, but definitely need to flush out the pivot and oil it, and it will work a whole lot better. But all in all, I'm very happy with it. And well, on the inside here, need to show you, it's got the stop pin down there, so you're not worrying about blade wrap or anything like that with it either. So just all in all, a very good action on it. And as for how deep that black bone is on there, well, this is the carnivore jack, and this is what used to be black smooth bone for Rough Ryder. And you can see, if you're looking at it by itself, you're thinking, hey, that's not bad. That's some pretty nice black smooth bone. You see the backside and you go, well, it's a nice Appaloosa black, because you do have, it's not even. But on this one, suddenly you're looking at charcoal gray versus black. Look at how much deeper that black is. See that? And on the backside, same thing, much deeper black. The only thing that's not black on there is my fingerprints. And you can see those all over the place. Now they have improved, because this is the black on the Black Reserve series by Rough Ryder. And it is about the same now. But you can see they have really stepped it up a little bit. This side actually looks like a shade of gray as well compared to the black. See that? See how much blacker? Can you notice that? It is a blacker knife. Let's flip it over to the other side, make sure it isn't just the lighting. No, it is definitely blacker than even the Black Reserve. It's kind of cool. And that's how deep that black is, though. And it's almost reflective. It's just a gorgeous knife. The finish on this is really great. Yeah, I know. Like I mentioned, there is a little bit of a gap there, but it's also a $25 knife, and it's using D2 tool steel. So all in all, I'm just really happy with it. My only regret right now is that I did not buy a second one. I would love to see Rough Ryder come out with another one of these and throw a spatula in it. That would be great. I'd actually like to see 3 of them. I'd like to see one with the spatula and one with the pin blade, like you have on here. Yeah, I'd like to see a pin blade and a spear blade on here, as well as a spear blade and a spatula on here. That would be terrific. And keep the frame though. I'd also love to see this in pearl. Man, this in pearl would just be fantastic. Yeah, and lose the shield if you're going to put it in pearl, but keep the bolster. In any case, that's my take on the latest of the doctor's knives from Rough Ryder, the Fat Bottom Doctor and the Rough Ryder Reserve line. Stick around for some slides. Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.